And here we are. Now, this video. Okay, let me explain something. So the last video I posted took 12 hours of editing nonstop, where I was literally all day editing, and I didn't think editing took that long, but it turns out it really does. So
it really does.
It really does. And it shows that I was cutting corners at the end. Like, there was a point where we were talking about boss fights, and I was like, I'm just gonna have my person talking. I'm not gonna go through the footage and find those boss fights to show 3-second clips of them. So we'll just have me talking about them. And I forgot to mention some things like the Riddler trophies, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna go back and re-record things. It took too long, and I have to leave in like 30 minutes. So.
Oh. So sorry.
So
it's my fault.
It's fine. So this isn't going to be edited at all, and we're just going to go through it. So the two of you, introduce yourselves. Go.
Hi, Aurora Starshine. I'm your local goddess. I'm a variety streamer, mostly with cozy chill games. I'm sure my link will be down below.
Mhm.
Continue.
All right. It's your girl Cassy Fortune, also a streamer. I'm a witch. My link will also be down below.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just using all of my stream overlays for this so that I don't have to go through and edit things, which is why my talking isn't as detailed and have as many emotions. But yeah, here we go. Okay.
Because he hasn't set it up yet.
Mm-hmm. Now, do we want to just start at the top and go down?
Yeah.
Oh, I should explain what we're doing. We're doing a tier list for the Bat family. Because you know what? My first video was on Batman, so why not my second one?
It's his favorite thing ever.
Maybe I'll be a Batman channel. Probably not. Hopefully not, but maybe. At this rate, I am. So.
This Batman themed channel, despite turning into a bat not being one of his vampire powers.
I know, sadly, I'm not that powerful of a vampire.
You can't turn into a bat? I call bullshit.
Well, okay, I can, but it takes a lot out of me, so it's really not worth doing.
What if we were to combine it with like a transformation spell?
I mean, then yeah, that would work. Okay, but let's start. Where do we think Batman goes? Okay, I don't know if this is a hot take. I don't think he can be S in the Bat family.
No, he's
gonna say
B tier.
B? I would have put him at A.
He's as someone who doesn't like Batman that much, he is the worst character in the Batman.
I mean, I feel like he's so iconic that he has to be above B.
But like,
are we going iconic or how good he is?
A mix of all of it.
Also, wait, what are we going off of? How good they are at fighting? Just how good a character
Just
they
like
are?
how good of a character they are. Stuff like that. Like, it's not like a prowess thing. If it's a prowess thing, then he'd be. If it's a prowess thing, he'd be up here. B. I think he's A. Okay, we're doing this democratically, so it's not my tier list. It's our tier list. So I guess it has to be B. But he has to be top of B.
Yeah, he's top B, but like he's so mid compared to everyone else, like personality-wise.
I feel like he's just so iconic. He has all of the storylines. He started the Bat family. Okay, fine.
I argue Alfred started the Bat family.
Yeah, I think Alfred deserves S tier once we get to him.
Alfred is so S tier.
We're doing this in order. Okay, Batwoman. I think Batwoman's B.
I don't know anything about Batwoman. I'm gonna let you guys just figure this out on your own.
I think she's C tier.
I think she's cool.
A lesbian, right?
She is a lesbian.
She's a lesbian.
Cool.
She basically, her story is that, like, I don't know her actual story. I know the story from the animated movie.
You don't even know her story.
Okay, wait. Because she's in a lot of animated movies that are really good, like the Catwoman one and the old animated universe, where basically Batman's dead, and she's like, okay, we need a new Bat, and she's like, I'll be the new Bat, and then Nightwing and Robin are like, what are you doing? We're already okay, but she's able to hold her own, so she comes into the Bat family because she was raised by she was a military brat, and she's got red hair, and I think that's neat. Also, her design is just so good. She
does have a good design.
The red and black is so good.
Oh, you would think that, wouldn't you, Watcher?
I would think that. I would think that. I have no bias.
Goth fucker.
She's a lesbian, guys.
His outfit is red and like dark colors. There's no black, I think, on his outfit, but it's red.
So wait, so are we thinking B or C for her?
I'm thinking, with your explanation, I'll say B.
Okay.
I'll agree with you on B.
Okay.
I'm letting you guys have this one because I literally don't know anything about her.
Fair. You should watch the Catwoman animated movie. I think you'd like it, Cassie.
Yeah, we should all watch that together sometime. Anyway, moving on.
Red Hood, I think that's an S.
Easy S.
Yeah, Red Hood is an
S
S.
because he's hot.
Red Hood is so fun.
He's hot. He's fun. He's got a cool backstory.
Mm-hmm.
He's got angst.
Then
S-tier.
S
I
tier.
believe this is Thomas Wayne from Flashpoint, and I feel
B.
like he's a C.
D tier.
I think he's C because I do actually
I don't know
like
what
him.
Flashpoint is.
Basically, it's when the Flash went back in time. No, the Flash went back in time to save his mother, and it caused a bunch of ripple effects. Instead of Bruce Wayne surviving, Bruce Wayne was killed in the alley, and his parents survived. His mom became the Joker, and his dad became Batman, and this is his dad, and he kills people because he's got guns.
Does that really count as Batfam if he can't interact with the rest of the Batfam because
He did
he's in the
later.
universe?
He did later. It's weird.
Technically.
There was a
Yeah, I
whole
think-
story arc about how he came to the main universe because he didn't want his son to be Batman because he saw it as like too taxing. He wanted his son to live a normal life, so he became a Batman villain for a little bit, and it was really weird. So he did interact with them. He kidnapped Bruce Wayne and their dead mother and tried to resurrect her in the Lazarus Pit. It was weird.
Okay.
But I think he's kind of
See-
cool. So I kind of want to put him C because D is like I don't know you and I don't like you.
Okay.
Okay,
we'll
wait,
put him in
no,
C.
hold
We'll
on.
Put him in C. Are you making an F tier?
Hold on, I didn't. How do I make new tiers?
You
Add-
have to put add row below
Yeah.
or above, whichever one.
Oh, I'm dumb. I'm just blind.
You're
Oh, then
still
you have to
changing
actively
color?
edit it? Oh my god.
Yeah. No.
F. Oh, it went away.
No.
Why is it? There we go.
F.
Okay. This is not being edited, so all that's going in. This is F is just like
Fuck you.
it's fuck you. I don't know who you are, and I don't care about you. Batwing. I think he's D. He's like his design is cool, but he's got nothing going on. He's
Yeah, I don't
basically
really
Iron
know
Man,
about
Batman.
him.
He's Lucius Fox. You don't know? You guys know Lucius Fox or no?
I know him.
No.
He's
Isn't
do you?
Lucius the guy from Harry Potter?
No, he's. If you watch the Dark Knight movies, he's Morgan Freeman. If you didn't, he's a black dude who works at Wayne Tech and makes a lot of his
Invents
gadgets.
stuff.
Yeah, and this is his son, and he's basically Iron Man, Batman, and it's like he's fine. I don't.
Is that
Okay.
fucking Clayface?
Yes, Clayface was part of the Bat family for a few years.
Absolutely not D tier.
I was gonna give him B
Absolutely not.
tier. I was gonna say B.
Why
Honest
is
to
he
God.
going yes?
Okay, here's the thing about him. He was in like one. I don't remember whose run it was. I feel like it. My brain says Tom King, but I don't think that's right. But he was in someone's run of Batman where he wanted to be redeemed, so he was working with the Bat family to try and like turn his life around. And I think that's really cool. He's a little too powerful for the Bat family, but I think it was cool for an arc. So I feel like C is where I'd put him because I do like the Clayface character a lot. It's just
Yeah.
like if it was the Clayface character, I'd probably put him there. But him and the Bat family, he's a little powerful for it, and he wasn't utilized that well. So I'm gonna put. How do we feel about C?
Okay. We'll do
Okay.
C.
Okay. Huntress. I think Huntress is A.
I think Huntress is A as well.
Remind me who Huntress is again.
I love that you're here because it basically gives us an
Oh,
excuse to explain
no.
things. No, crossbow and a motorcycle.
Oh,
She's-
I was close enough.
No, you
Was
weren't.
she in Birds of Prey?
She was in Birds of Prey. She was
Okay.
probably the most faithful adaptation in Birds of Prey.
Okay. Then yes.
Except
A tier.
she's
I
less
believe
socially
she is.
awkward and more badass.
Oh, definitely A tier then.
A tier, yeah.
I like her.
Continuing
I
on.
think she's cool. Signal. I think C.
C tier. He doesn't really
Actually,
have a
let
lot
me
going on for him
reorganize
yet.
these
I was
things.
gonna say
There we
I
go.
would say low B or high C because I really like him in Wayne Family Adventures, but I don't know if he's good
I-
in anything else.
I really like
Yeah.
Signal. He just doesn't get anything. He doesn't get any attention, and I think he deserves it.
He's got that problem where like the rest of the family is too interesting.
Yeah. I think he's supposed to be like the Bat family member out during the day. And like I feel like they could do more
I
with
do
him.
like that as a concept.
Hmm
They just need to do more with it.
They really do.
Instead
for
of
now-
the one emo kid in the family is just the one ray of sunshine. In the
He
family.
is. I feel
Mhm.
like high C is where he deserves because I want
Yeah, high
to
C.
put him higher, but he needs to do more. Alfred S. I think
Easy
he's
S.
behind
Yeah,
Red Hood.
Top of S tier.
S tier. Permanently top of S tier.
Okay, we're gonna have to
He is
discuss
above.
permanently once we get to a certain character.
Okay, continue.
We don't have to explain Alfred. Everyone knows Alfred.
Everyone knows Alfred.
Even I know that.
Azriel.
Who? Repeat that name?
Azriel. I think this is Azriel.
Ugh.
Basically, he took over as Batman
from
after Batman
Undertale?
broke. No. He took over from Batman after Batman broke his back, and he wields this sword called, like, the Sword of Sinfire or something like that.
feel
I don't know.
I feel like he's F tier.
He's basically the first time they did a Batman who kills, and the Bat family had to come together to stop him.
Okay. I'm just not a big fan of him.
I think he's above F because I know who he is.
Okay.
I would honestly put him above Batwing, but I'm willing to undo that if people feel strongly.
I don't know too much about him.
I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
Think of
Okay.
like the angel. He's basically an angel of death, but then really liked Batman, so he trained with Batman for a bit, and that was around the time Batman broke his back, I think. So he was like, "I'm Batman now," and everyone was like, "No, you're not. You're murdering people with a flaming sword."
I think I see who's next on the list, and oh boy.
Damian Wayne. I think he's A.
Tier. A tier.
I think he's A.
Tier.
I mean, like, logically he's A. I just personally hate him.
The
I
thing
think he should go above
is
Huntress.
interesting. I'm okay with that.
Love Damien.
I'm also okay with it. Okay, he's a good character.
Mhm.
I just hate him.
That's fair, and I feel like
Like his
you're supposed to hate him at the beginning. After that,
I just permanently hate him. He's a little
he
shit.
grows
Me and
though,
Aurora
and
are
like
opposing forces here because I love Damien so much. I love the little bratty bitch.
the thing about Damian is that he actively has an arc, and he's one of the few characters in comics right now that is actively growing and changing and not stagnant and doing nothing. And I feel like that has to count for a lot. Because, like,
Yeah, it does.
Batman has not changed in, like, what, 40 years?
True.
Nightwing became Nightwing, and he's Nightwing now. Red Hood became... I guess Red Hood's changing a little bit. Tim Drake has just fucking disappeared. Like, Damian Wayne is growing. And I feel like that has to count for something. Speaking of... Tim. I think he's B. I think he's...
Tim?
That's Tim.
Low B, high C.
I'd put him low B.
Below
That's
Batwoman?
the point of view of someone who really
Yeah.
likes Tim,
Mhm.
but like we've said, he doesn't do anything. He's like, I think if
He
you
was-
the Robins, I forget him.
He was
Yeah.
one of the longest running Robins. Like, he was Robin for like 20 years or something, and then just kind of got replaced with Damian.
He didn't do anything.
He needs to
Before I knew
grow.
Archer, I didn't know that was Robin. I think I had heard of like Dick definitely and probably Damien, but I didn't know what a Tim was.
I think
What a
Tim needs to have his own identity. Red Robin's cool, but it feels like a stepping stone. He needs like a Nightwing, a Red Hood, like something that's
he
completely
needs
its
a name
own.
with No Robin.
And not Drake, because that's dumb.
That's so fucking dumb. Stop holding on to birds.
Now,
I mean, that's also just his last name.
that is just his last name.
Motherfucker,
I
stop
become a
himself.
superhero and I just call myself the Fortune.
Also, Drake means dragon, which is kind of cool, but like,
It's the worst kind of
It's the
dragon,
worst.
let's be honest with ourselves.
yeah.
Okay, that's so rude, first of all.
It's a dragon with no
You know-
wings
you know what you
or,
could do?
like, flight.
He could go by like Wyvern. That could be cool.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
I
Anyway.
guess I'm guessing I'm the only one who thinks that's cool. Anyways,
Yeah.
Starro with a Damian
Yes.
Wayne. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is a reference to. I don't get it. So he goes in F. Does anyone have?
No.
Okay.
No objections here.
Catwoman goes
Catwoman.
in A.
A?
Absolutely. No S.
S.
S tier.
I was gonna
Lots of
put her at
S
the
tier.
high A.
Okay, here's my argument for why she should be in the S tier.
Mhm.
She is one of the few characters who can, like, genuinely challenge and, like, have a really good dialogue with Batman and with Bruce.
Okay. Okay.
who
I'm willing
isn't
to
someone
do
he
it,
adopted.
but I want to preserve S tier as really elite. So if
Yeah.
it's like overcrowded, we're gonna have to move some people out of it, and I want that to be stated now. Okay?
Okay.
So, are we putting her like bottom of S tier, potentially top of A tier?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I love
Okay.
that.
Spoiler.
That's the only Batman ship I care about.
Eh,
Spoiler, is that the
Hi.
blonde one or the brunette
The
one
blonde
from
one.
Wayne
That's
Family
the blonde
Adventures?
one.
The blonde one.
Okay.
I feel like
I'd
there.
say, yeah, B tier.
It's
I
so
don't know
weird
if you
seeing these
know,
two
I
photos
have
next to
Wayne
each other, by
Family
the way.
Adventures. I have Wayne Family Adventures open on my phone right now, so I can kind of keep up.
I mean, fair enough.
You get ahead, Pat.
Batwoman is in Wayne Family Adventures. But,
Yeah, but like that's why I was just like, is she the lesbian? Because that's literally all I remember her from.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
These two photos next to each other is wild. I didn't make this tier list thing. I don't have an account, so I
Yeah.
can't do that. They just... I feel like they could have gotten better pictures than, like, clearly all of these are from the same photo. But, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you feel about spoiler here and, like, Lobi?
I agree with that.
She's fine. Honestly.
Again, it's the mid tier.
Yeah. Gordon. I think Gordon's A.
I think Gordon's A. Low A.
Yeah.
I think high B.
I really like Gordon.
I don't know. He's in some of the Batman stuff I've seen, but I've never once really cared about him.
The thing about Gordon is he was one of Batman's basically first friends. Like he was.
I care about Two-Face more than Gordon, though. Like.
Okay, but
Like,
have
that
you
should give you
have
a-
you seen the newest Batman movie? Holy shit,
No,
Batman!
it's like 3 hours long.
Batman and
It's-
Gordon's dynamic in that is so good. It's so good.
I wanted to see it just for Catwoman, and then like when I finally got HBO Max, me and Spooks looked at the runtime and were like, "What the?"
Honestly,
fuck?
fair.
We decided to not watch
It's
it.
the best Batman movie in my opinion, and specifically one of the reasons is for Gordon and Batman's like dynamic. It's so good. They come off as like such genuine friends. I just love it.
I like when they're friends instead of like one being just fucking exhausted with the other.
Mhm. And it's like they're actively working together. It's not like the Dark Knight series where Batman just tells Gordon something and then disappears mid-conversation. It's like, oh, fucking okay. They're actually like working together, working through things, discussing things, bouncing ideas off of each other. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
that's
who's next?
Ace the Bat Hound.
Ace!
That's
High A.
Okay, high A.
Highest A.
Next to
Past
Damien.
Hi,
Highest?
Damien. No, behind Damien. Behind Damien.
Damien likes his
No.
animals.
Damien would want Ace to be above him, and for that, Ace goes below Damien because that makes Damien better.
Oh
No.
shit, Bat Cow isn't here. I was hoping Bat Cow would be here. Bat Cow is not here.
He's in here in spirit.
Aw.
Now, Nightwing, top of S. Undisputable.
Actually,
Nightwing, top of
That's
S.
a good ass.
he does have a good ass, but
He
like
was the-
Alfred.
He's the first Robin. He basically sees Superman as like an uncle to the point where after he broke out on his own, the first person he went to see was Superman, who then told him about like Nightwing and Firebird or something like that. And that's how he got his inspiration to be the name Nightwing off of Kryptonian superheroes. And then in turn, when his son became a superhero, Superman's son, he then became a mentor to Superman's son, Jonathan Kent, like Superman was a mentor to him, and completed the cycle, and it's beautiful, and I love it.
So motioning towards Starfire, aka Corey.
Yeah,
just
and
like,
he founded the
this
Teen
relationship.
Titans.
Yeah.
I will say, I think he deserves top because every single piece of media I've ever seen with him, he's my favorite character. This includes the entirety of the Teen Titans show.
The entirety of the Teen Titans show,
Mhm.
all of the like animated movies that he's in are great with the lines with him and Starfire. Just like, oh, what was the line? Oh, use that
The
move I
move
taught
that-
you. Here, while I admire your boldness, I don't think the team could appreciate it. What? No. And there's,
training
it's so
move,
good.
please.
It's
I mean,
so
not
good.
just clips I've seen because I haven't watched the full Harley Quinn show, but I've seen clips online, and every clip I ever see with Nightwing looks hilarious.
Hmm
Yeah.
I'm mixed on the Nightwing there in the Harley Quinn show, but he like at the beginning he seems like a whiny brat, but then like he eventually over the course of like the season he's in, he becomes the Nightwing I know. So I'm like, okay, we got there, and I'm good with that.
Mhm.
Because Nightwing absolutely would ride with the macaroni.
Yeah.
Is this Batgirl or Gotham Girl? I don't see a Batgirl anywhere else, so this has to be Batgirl. Hey, next to her dad.
Yeah. Yeah, that's valid.
I think she's solid. I think she really found her own in Oracle.
She did.
She did.
Batmite.
Who?
Who's that?
Batmite is a fifth-dimensional imp who is obsessed with Batman and dresses as Batman and
D-tier.
tries to... I think he's funny. I want
D
C.
tier.
Bottom
I
of
think we
C.
should compromise with C. Yeah.
Okay.
I
'Cause
think
he's
he's...
cooler than those in D tier.
I think he's funny. And frankly, Batman is just done with his shit whenever he shows up, and I love it. Cassandra Cain, I think, is S tier.
S tier. She's
I
the
think
one who
she's
does ballet.
above Red Hood.
S-tier.
Not top.
I think she's
I
a...
need you guys to understand how much I appreciate a good ballerina.
I love Cassie Cain.
I have the ballet episode of the Family Comic web comic open on my phone right now.
I
You're just admiring her.
Just admiring her.
I love Cassandra Cain, honestly. She's so good. She makes me think of, basically, this is if Batman could train Batman. This is if Batman could find himself when he's younger and be like, hey, don't.
Come here.
Hey, come here.
I have a question.
Don't turn
Is
out
this
like
also
me.
The one they absolutely butchered in Birds of Prey.
Absolutely butchered.
Oh,
Woof woof.
sorry.
But that's not getting edited out, so it's staying. But
Ace the Bat Dog trying to get higher
Ace,
in the tier list.
okay, Ace wants to be higher, but no, he disrupted. So if anything, no.
He goes lower, but
My
needs
dog is
punishers for
going
barking.
crazy. Hang on.
Okay, I think Aurora is muted. But as I was saying, they butchered Cassie, the Cassandra, in the Birds of Prey.
Butchered me?
They butchered you, Cassie. They butchered Cassandra Cain in the not the Batwoman movie. What was it called? Birds of Prey. The Birds of Prey movie, where she became just like this kid who was a good pickpocket. When in the comic, she is like trained. She was like Damien before Damien. She was trained from a young age to be an assassin. I think she killed her first person at like the age of 8, and she wasn't spoken to for the first few years of her life so that she would learn to read body language like we interpret language. And she's a trained killer. And they're like, she's a pickpocket with a cast. She has to shit out a diamond. Okay, god damn it. Like,
I'm sorry.
I was just talking about my disappointment with Cassandra Cain in Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
I love her, and I think she deserves to be S tier.
Okay.
You're absolutely right.
Frankly, I don't know if I would have put Alfred in S tier, but like, okay.
Well, you're
How
wrong.
dare you? It's Alfred.
Hmm.
It's Alfred.
Any objections to Cassie here?
No objections from the Cassie.
Okay. Cassie likes Cassie. Okay. Here we have... I always forget if her name is Blue Jay or Bluebird, but I think it's Bluebird. Harper Row. I feel like she's mid.
I think she's D.
D?
Because I
I'm
don't
willing.
really know
Heard
much
that
of
name? Who
anything
is she?
about her.
She's weird. I don't know much about her. Like, I'll put her top of D. She's fine. You know?
Yeah.
Lady Shiva, I think this is. I don't know why she's here. She's cool.
I mean, technically, she's like Bat Fam through being Davian's mom, right?
No,
No, that's a different person.
that's Talia. I think Lady Shiva taught Cassandra
D.
for a bit. She's not part of the Bat family, and while I think she's a cool character, she's not really a character. She's more
not
of
even,
a.
like-
She's
okay.
like, she's the greatest martial artist in DC. She's never lost a fight in every appearance she's been in. She's like drawn fights, but she's never lost. And she's not really a character. She's a plot device in order to.
Then I think she goes in F.
F? Okay.
But F is for like don't.
F is for
know,
like I don't
like.
know who you are. You know?
Yeah.
I think
like,
she's bottom
She
D.
is.
Because I do think
Okay.
she's cool. She's just not much of a character compared to everyone else. And now that I'm
Yeah.
remembering it, I think she's Cassandra's mom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, continuing on.
I think
that?
this is Gotham Girl, who is basically, there was this weird arc where these dudes, Gotham Men and Gotham Girl showed up, and they were basically Superman and Supergirl made in a lab by Cadmus, I think. And if they they were kind of villains, but kind of heroes. They were like anti-heroes. And when they used their powers, they would slowly like age faster. So we learned this because like Gotham Man used his powers too much and then became an old man and withered away. And Gotham Girl was like, holy shit! And stopped using her powers except for extreme circumstances. And she just kind of died because no one really liked her, so I feel like D.
And no one really cared.
I'll put her...
Fair enough.
The concept is interesting. I'll put her there.
Concept is interesting. It just doesn't feel very Batman.
Should Harper be up here? Or
Huh?
should she be lower?
Who?
Harper.
Nah, she deserves to be there.
Okay.
Honestly,
was wondering
from
if,
the
like,
image,
moving
it
her
does look like
there.
a different drawing of Nightwing.
Yeah, it's just a female Nightwing.
I think right now what she's doing, she's going after Punchline a lot. Like, she's become Punchline's vigilante. Okay. Now, before I bring this next person up, we need to look at this from the
Frothing
lens
at the
of
mouth.
the Bat family. Okay?
I'm frosting at the mouth.
From the lens
A
of the
tier.
Bat family.
A tier.
A. I'm okay with A.
Yeah.
Where in
She's
A?
not-
She's not S.
I think below
Below
Ace. Yes. Me and Aurora are
Okay.
on the same wavelength. with
Should
this one.
Huntress get
We've
moved
been
down
leaving.
now that I'm looking at it?
Yeah. She'd be. Or not.
No.
I think
just
low
below.
A.
But
'Cause, like, these
Harley
two are
Quinn,
iconic.
Love her. She is my favorite. She is the only reason I think Autry could get me interested in any piece of DC
Oh,
media
absolutely.
ever.
Mhm.
That's the Rebecca of DC.
Mhm. Okay. This is when we get into a lot more of the obscure stuff. This
Okay.
bitch is the Robin from the specific Dark Knight comic series. That's like the old and gritty one where there's the wide Batman and with like Green Arrow with one arm and stuff. And I don't remember her name, but that's all she's from, I think. She probably showed up in Mainline at some point, but I really don't care about her.
Yeah,
and
F.
I
Moving
F.
on.
Moving on. Katana.
D.
D. Low D.
Yeah.
What is she? I feel like was
She's-
she in Titans once.
She was in the Suicide Squad, the first Suicide Squad movie. She's basically,
Oh.
I thought we agreed not to speak of that film.
well, we did. She
That's one of the only DC movies I've seen. So
she has a
What's the new
sword.
one?
You have to watch the new one. It's so good. She has a sword that traps the souls of the people it kills in it, which is kind of cool. So I feel like that alone brings her there at least. But there's not much to her. She basically was part of when they expanded the Bat family a bunch to, like, she's the Japan sector of the Bat family or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
fun fact, I think
she goes
Suicide
there.
Squad was the first piece of DC media I like ever interacted with ever in my life.
God.
You poor sod.
Okay. Then we have Black
Zippy
Lightning
boy.
here. I feel like
I don't
C
know
for
who
Black
this is.
Lightning.
I don't know who
He's-
this is.
He's pretty cool. He's like a high school principal, sometimes a mayor, who has these lightning powers, and he's fine. The reason I put him in C is because of this one clip on YouTube from Young Justice where, like, he knocks down, like, Livewire. If you know Livewire, she's like an electric-based villain for Superman, and she's like, "Joke's on you, zap me all you want." I am used to absorbing lightning. And he's like, "You've never tried black lightning," and then he zaps her and she screams, and then it cuts to the Pornhub logo, and it's so funny. It's so funny. And for that reason alone, I'm putting him
Say
C.
that on YouTube?
As if after the first 15 minutes, yeah. It's so funny. By 15 minutes, I mean 15 seconds. But it's so funny. I can't put a clip in here because I'm not editing this, but I'll drop. I don't think I can put it in your server, but I'll put it in our Discord server, and then if Aurora approves, I'll put it in Aurora's server.
I already commented under the video. Don't test me.
So for that reason alone, he goes out of D and into C. Kite Man is not part of the Bat
Only know this
family.
man from the Harley Quinn show,
He's not part of the Bat family.
He's not part of the family.
but he's got a kite.
He's got a kite, but he's not like okay.
He's
Part
not
of the-
part of the family. Why is he here?
This Robin, part of the Bat family in a different universe. So there, you're not part of the Bat family, but you're kind of funny. Who the hell are you? Who are you? You bottom of F.
You're shaking.
Who are
Who
you?
are you?
Bottom of F. Okay, Renee Montoya.
C tier.
Yeah, C tier.
I think
Mid-C.
they're...
Yeah, mid C tier. I don't know much about her. All I know her from is the Birds of Prey movie.
She's fine. She's like
Seems cool.
a streetwise cop
Mm-hmm.
that I
she's
think
like,
fine.
she works with
women.
she works with Huntress a lot. And it's yeah.
I think her and Huntress should date.
She dated the Question, a dude with no face.
Well, I think she should date.
That's questionable.
Then we have this. We Are Robin is what this is, and it's I forget when it happened, but there was a time when I think there wasn't like a Batman. I think it was when Bane invaded the city or something. No, it was I don't remember what it was from, but there's this We Are Robin, which was basically a gang of street kids that all took on the moniker of Robin because the Bat family was missing.
That's cool.
And
I
it's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
It's giving Newsies.
And it's where Signal was found. Like, the Signal was part of We Are Robin and then was promoted to Signal because Batman really liked the cut of his jib. So where do we think We Are Robin goes? The concept is really cool. It didn't last very long.
I was about to say, I would say a low C, high D, maybe.
Low C? I would have put it, like, here.
I think just the fact
A
that,
little
like,
below.
it's a cool concept, but it's not a solid character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put it
And again,
there.
it's
We can't really rank
Newsies,
how
which
cool the
I love.
character is. We're literally just ranking a concept.
Hmm. Okay, how do we feel about this? Because that's everyone.
I like it. I think we're good.
I think if you want to keep S tier really, really elite, you should move.
I think Catwoman should be moved down. And I think that A is looking a little thick. So I feel like that.
You can't just put her behind Batman.
I'm putting her behind Batman.
You can't put her behind Batman. She was an A.
Put her above Batman.
Put her above Batman.
Thank you.
We will yell at you.
And then I think Signal moves up to B. Actually, wait, no. That. I like
I
that.
was saying, now you're making it look too even.
Yeah, no, I like that. Signal being bottom B, I kind of like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then C and below is where we get into like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, you can really
I
see
like-
where it's like true Bat fam with like
We-
Harley Quinn being an exception.
For real. Well, she is sometimes. It really is. Like, with Signal down here, the divide was
Different
like...
image.
The divide
They're
was
all the
weird.
Same art style.
I know. This is all like from the same photo. And then
And it's
Gordon
so
and then
odd.
Gordon and Harley. And then like here's where it basically gets to you're not really part of the Bat family. Like this is consistently part of the Bat family up here. And here's like you're not always part of the Bat family except for you. Harper is always in the Bat family.
We just don't love her.
She's just kind of mid. And then like yeah. Are there any like if we look over this S tier of Nightwing, Alfred, Cassandra, Red Hood. I think those are all like the peak members of the Bat family.
Yeah.
Not in
those are
terms of
peak.
like in terms of just like us liking them. Not in terms of like a
Yeah.
story or like usefulness to the Bat family, just in terms of like their character is good. Then like
Mhm.
Catwoman, Damian, Ace, Harley, Gordon, Batgirl Barbara specifically, and Huntress. A. Then
Mhm.
we got
These are all,
Batman.
Like, just like people who like even know just a little bit about Batman could be like, yeah, that's a character. That's a pretty good character.
Yeah.
Those are people we know.
That's like people even I know.
Okay, well then we
Yeah.
also know down here Batman, Batwoman, Tim Drake, Spoiler, and Signal. Should Signal
Yeah.
be above Spoiler? I really like Signal. He just doesn't get enough attention.
I
And
like
Spoiler
I
doesn't
like
get much
Spoiler.
attention either, though.
If anything, I would put Spoiler above Tim.
I think both of them go above Tim.
I don't know. Tim is like more iconic than these two.
I forget he exists half the time. I'm
I will
sorry,
give you
Ghost,
that
if you're
because
watching
I
this.
feel like I think I needed you guys to remind me of which person Spoiler was from like the Batfam thing.
Yeah.
But like I know who Tim is.
Tim
So
has
I definitely
led the
won.
Teen Titans. Tim has had time in the spotlight. These two haven't.
They need time in the spotlight.
They
Just
do.
Everyone in B tier, excluding Batman, he's always gonna be kind of mid. All of them need more time to shine.
The reason Batman is here is not because he's a bad character, in my opinion, but it's because you are the baseline. Batman is the
Yeah.
baseline of the Bat family. He can't be S tier in the family. You know?
Yeah, because like he is the thing that everyone else builds off of.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Then we have Clayface, Renee. I
The fact that
think
Clayface.
I think that's
is in
Thomas
the
Wayne.
family.
We Are Robin, Batmite, and Black Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Harper, Azrael, Gotham Girl, I think her name is, Batwing, Katana, Lady Shiva, and then F tier. What are you doing here? What are you doing on this list?
Here?
So, I think that's it. This isn't
We have
this
a
isn't being
functioning
edited.
tier list.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
Well, we're definitely going to be doing more of these in the future because these are always fun to do, and I've always wanted to do these, and now I have a medium to do them because this is not long enough for a stream. But where should we check you guys out? They're going to be in the description, but also plug yourselves.
You can follow me on Twitter at Cassy Fortune. My TikTok is at Cassy Fortune, and my Twitch is at Cassy Fortune. It's all Cassy Fortune, no space, no underscore.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's always Aurora Starshine or Starshine Aurora. Fucking Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Twitter. And then
Twitter.
for me, I have a VODs channel if you want to catch all of my past streams. I have a Twitch channel, and I'm really close to affiliates, so if you guys would like to follow, that'd be really appreciated on Twitch. And
Better do it.
and yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing more of these. These ones are always going to be a lot more like spur of the cuff, not as edited as like the Biting Into series. But I feel like you can't have them all be that high edited. Like this is a bit more of like a window into like what our Twitch streams are like, and more like what we're like, and a lot less scripted. And I feel like that's good to have here too.
A lot less scripted.
A lot less. But yeah. Thank you for coming by.
Actors.
The dogs are paid actors.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, but I do have to end this now. So, goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.